Hello, morning enthusiasts. Welcome to the Best Morning Routine Ever podcast. I am your host, Dr. Lunid, and today I want to talk to you about having it all. One of my favorite songs is by Jason Mraz, and he goes, "You can have it all." And I like to believe that every time I hear that song, I am pumped up, ready to go, because I do believe I can have the business, the family, the friends, the co-workers. I just can have it all, right? I can have everything that my heart desires because I wholeheartedly believing it in my core, and I work damn hard to make it happen. Now, we are conditioned to believe that we cannot have it all. Over time, we come to expect disappointment and sometimes settle for less than we deserve. And after a while, we stop aiming as high as we should. You may be on the verge of accepting something that isn't quite suitable for you simply because you feel it's the best that you can do at the moment. But morning enthusiasts, maybe you can do better, but you will never know though if you don't at least try to hit a higher mark. Let me share with you one of my favorite stories. Once a middle-aged man lost his job and was looking for a job to support his family and himself. In a newspaper, he found that a job of quote unquote office boy was available. He needed a job so badly that he applied for the position of office boy at a very big firm. Next day, he was called for an interview. The manager interviewed him and gave him a test. The man passed with flying colors. The manager said, "You are hired. Now, give me your email address so that I can send you further details in your acceptance letter." The man replied, "Sir, I don't have a computer. Neither do I have an email address." The manager replied, "What? In today's time, if you don't have an email address, that means you don't exist. And that means you can't get this job. I am sorry, but you are not hired." The man left. He didn't know what to do as he had only $200 left in his pocket and no job. He had no hope of getting any other job anytime soon. He didn't know what to do. He didn't want to go home without a job to his family. So he thought for a while. Then he decided to go to the supermarket and buy $200 worth of veggies and then went door to door to sell those veggies, those vegetables, fresh vegetables. Now, till evening, he was able to sell off all those vegetables and doubled his money. This made him realize that he can survive by this, and he started to go to the supermarket every day, super early in the morning, and buy fresh vegetables, and then spend a whole day selling them, going door to door. And by evening, he would sell all of the veggies he bought that morning. He worked very hard every day with his determination and persistence. Just in 5 years, he became a well-established businessman. Now he had his own fleet of delivery vehicles and became one of the biggest food chain retailer in the US. One day, he decided to have life insurance for his family and himself. He called an insurance consultant. After all discussions, consultant asked him about his email address. The man replied, "I don't have an email address." Consultant was surprised and said, "You don't have an email address and yet you succeeded to build an empire? Can you imagine what you could have done and what you could be if you had an email address?" The man thought for a moment and replied, "Yeah, an office boy." One of my favorite stories, guys. Now, the moral of the story, if we seek for something and don't get it, we should not lose hope. We don't know what destiny has in store for us. Never lose hope and keep trying. All right. So you can have it all. Don't sell yourself short. That's essentially the moral of the story. You got to keep trying to hit a higher mark. You got to keep trying when others tell you no. You got to keep going, because you never know where you're going to end up. You won't become a office boy, but you will build an empire. You will build that business. You will create your dream job.